They told you it's impossible. That's the word you've been living under. Impossible career, impossible healing, impossible relationship, impossible escape from the life you're stuck in. And slowly, without realizing it, you accepted that word as truth. But physics doesn't agree with them. In quantum physics, there's a phenomenon called quantum tunneling. Here's what it means in simple terms. A particle reaches the barrier it does not have enough energy to cross. By every classical law, it should stop. It should turn back. It should fail. It should stay stuck. But it doesn't. Instead, it appears on the other side. No ladder, no extra force, no visible effort. It simply exists where it shouldn't. Scientists don't fully understand how. They only know it happens. Now here's the uncomfortable part. Your entire life, you've been trained to believe that if you don't have enough energy, resources, support, money, connections, confidence, then you can't cross certain barriers. That's the American mindset too. Hustle harder, work more, push through, and while effort matters, physics is quietly saying something else. Sometimes, crossing doesn't require force. Sometimes, it requires alignment. Quantum tunneling doesn't happen because the particle tries harder. It happens because, at a deeper level, reality allows it. And that should disturb you in a good way. Because if reality itself allows particles to bypass barriers, why do you think your life is locked inside logic alone? Here's where people get uncomfortable. Because this is where science starts. Whispering what religion has been saying for centuries. There are moments when outcomes are not delayed because you're weak, but because the timing isn't survivable yet. There are doors that don't open with pressure. They open when resistance dissolves. In Islam, there's a concept that Allah creates paths where none are visible. Not bridges you can see, not stairs you can climb, paths that only appear when you arrive. That's quantum tunneling in human form. You don't break the wall. You don't smash through it. You find yourself on the other side. And only later do you realize something impossible just happened. This is why people feel lost before breakthroughs. This is why despair often comes right before relief. This is why dua feels unanswered. Until suddenly it isn't. Because at the quantum level, reality is probabilistic, not deterministic. Which means your worst moment is not a dead end. It's a threshold. And thresholds feel like suffocation. The world tells you, if it hasn't happened, it means you're not enough. Quantum physics quietly says, not yet. Doesn't mean never. Islam goes even further and says, Allah is not late. You are early. And here's the most controversial truth of all. Your life isn't broken because it doesn't make sense yet. It's forming. Just like particles don't announce when they tunnel, your miracle won't either. It will arrive quietly, unexpectedly, without explanation, and people will call it luck. But you'll know because you were standing at a wall with no strength left, and still, you crossed. Here are real-life miracles of quantum tunneling. Nitrogen monoxide 1 can doubt. When people hear the word miracle, they assume it means fantasy, something exaggerated, something emotional, something that can be questioned. But some of the greatest miracles on Earth are not stories. They're facts, and they happen every single day. Quantum tunneling is one of them. It is a phenomenon where particles pass through barriers they do not have enough energy to cross. By every classical rule, this should not happen. Yet it does. And without it, life as we know it would collapse. The first undeniable miracle of quantum tunneling is the sun itself. The sun should not exist. Hydrogen atoms in the sun do not have enough energy to overcome their natural repulsion. Fusion should never occur. And yet, the sun burns. It burns because hydrogen nuclei tunnel through the energy barrier and fuse anyway. The light that warms your skin every morning exists because particles ignored impossibility. Without quantum tunneling, the sun would go dark, Earth would freeze, life would end. The second miracle is modern technology. Your phone, your computer, Every microchip that runs the modern world depends on quantum tunneling. Electrons pass through barriers they are not supposed to cross. No tunneling means no electronics, no internet, no digital age. The world you live in right now runs on something that should not work but does. The third miracle exists inside your own body. In DNA, quantum tunneling causes tiny shifts in protons. Those shifts create mutations. Not mistakes, survival. Without them, evolution would stall. Species would collapse. Life would not adapt. What looks like an error becomes the reason life continues. The fourth miracle happens in chemistry. Some reactions should take thousands of years to occur, but quantum tunneling allows them to happen instantly. Life does not wait for logic to approve it. It moves forward anyway. These are not beliefs. They are measurements. They are experiments. They are peer-reviewed facts. Reality itself operates beyond surface-level rules. And that is where hope begins, because the same universe that allows particles to pass through walls they cannot break is the universe governing your life. Quantum tunneling teaches one profound truth. Not every barrier is meant to be broken. Some are meant to be passed through, silently, unexpectedly, without force. Islam has always taught that Allah is not limited by cause and effect. That relief can arrive from places you'd never imagined. That paths can open where none were visible. Quantum tunneling is not magic. It is a deeper lore. And if reality itself survives on laws we do not fully understand, then your story is not over just because it doesn't make sense yet. If the sun can shine against impossibility, so can you.